Good day, and I am, of course, GeneralLotz, and we are back again for more Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Now, you guys should probably note that the audio sounds just a little bit better. Why? Because I got a new audio driver, and I also realized that the microphone was set on recording at, I think so, it was recording at a lower hertz than it should have been. It was supposed to be at 44 hertz, I believe. So that's why it sounded like, well, it didn't sound like crap. That's why it didn't sound as good as it does now. It's not a new microphone at all. The joys of being a part of the PC Gaming Master Race. You gotta know how computers work, because they often like to stop working right for who knows what reason. Although it wasn't always this way. Back in the day, who fucking shot me? Oh, I guess he was in here. Well, that kind of proves that BJ here can actually tank a Panzerfaust hit. But, yeah, getting computers to work is never an easy prospect, you know, because you never know what's wrong, or you never even know if there's a problem until you, well, search through the bloody system to find something. But I enjoy it. I have always enjoyed fixing PCs. As of this recording, at least, I just fixed my mother's computer from when it had a massive, well, it didn't have a massive virus, but it had a virus on it. Although, incidentally, she ended up replacing it 2 days later, so there's that. But I was able to get it to work. Really, you know, as you learn how computers and things of that nature work, and I don't know why there was that massive lag spike there. This game's still gonna lag a little bit, it would seem. I'm not sure why, though. I guess because it's so... well, I'm just getting shot so many times. But unlike Call of Duty, I can't just hide behind a corner and let myself heal. Because you can't do that in this game, thankfully. Although I am thinking for the next Let's Play series, we might actually play Call of Duty 2, just because I was able to get a really cool mod to work recently, called Back to Front. It was actually suggested to me by a fan. We're going to save, and he told me about it, and it looks really good. Well, it doesn't look really good, it is really good. But that was another one of those things where you kind of had to figure out why wasn't it working, because when I first installed it, it would crash. Turns out I had to have it address more RAM, and I had to go into the config file to do that. But like, I'm pretty sure if you're not a PC person, like, config file, what the hell is that? How do you make it address more RAM and stuff like that? But that's modding for you. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. I remember back when I first started modding things, I just really wanted installers, because they do make it a lot easier, but these days I like having manual stuff. And back in the day I had no idea what kind of tank this was. I thought this was like a Tiger tank. This is actually a Panzer IV tank. It actually looks pretty cool. The whole game is really cool, but I thought this was a really excellent part of the game with the tank here. Just because I'd never seen anything quite like that when I started playing this particular game. Sadly, we don't get to see a tank battle or anything like that. But really, you know, this tank, right, that we are following behind is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Initially, the Panzer IV was supposed to be an infantry support tank. Then it became pretty much the Germans' main tank after the Panzer III rapidly became obsolete. Well, it wasn't obsolete to a point, but like, its gun was too weak even after it was upgunned to do much. But the Panzer III would see increased life by being turned into the STG-3, which was a turretless tank destroyer. But the Panzer IV, I really do like it. It's actually one of my favorite tanks to play as in War Thunder. And I do like me some War Thunders, because War Thunder is a great deal of fun, to say the least. I've not played World of Tanks at all, though. I'm not really sure what the major differences between the two games are, but I really do like War Thunder, though. God damn it. I guess it's my own fault for having a grand total of 2 health at this point. Mainly because I just stuck my head out and kept getting shot by that sniper. But I was like, you know what? I can tank it. This is fucking BJ Blazkowicz here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it. Shit. One of the things I do like about this mod, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in the past, is the fact that it does have really, really good audio. Because it changes all the sounds for the weapons. Actually, okay, I need to use a different weapon here, because this is just ridiculous. Let's see, where is my Mauser? There it is. That's the only problem with pistol caliber carbines, or submachine guns in general. They're not all that... Well, actually, that's not true. I'm just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. Pistol caliber carbines can actually be quite accurate. There's actually a video on YouTube of somebody using one of those high-point carbines to hit a target 220 yards away, which is absolutely insane. I can't even see that far, much less shoot that accurately. Although he had a massive scope on that thing. So it goes to show you the 9mm is not all that weak in turn. Well, it's not all that weak, but I wouldn't want to try to actually do any fighting with like a 9mm carbine at any distance beyond like 100 yards. And even then, I'd be doing good to hit anything 100 yards away because I have terrible eyesight. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I think this happened all the other times I played this game. It's like, okay, now where do I go? Oh, I think we jump in here. Yep, that's what we do. Shit. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I'm going to be trying to do, well, actually, it might even be happening this month, in theory. Oh, this is another really cool... Oh, shit! Oh, there's the flamethrower troop! Now, this guy, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, who may or may not be believable, is actually a pretty cool thing. Okay, these days we don't have anything quite like that. But, shit! Well, I'm gonna use the fucking Luger on this guy. Although the Luger wouldn't be a bad choice. It's actually a pretty good gun. A decent pistol if ever there was one. Okay, where is my MP40? I might actually use the Thompson. Nah, I want to save that. You gotta save it for special occasions. Okay, where's that flamethrower? Fuck, there he is. Okay, now he's just a basic trooper, but it's still really, really cool. You know, you wouldn't see a flamethrower today. It'd be too much of a... It'd be too controversial, but look at it. It's just so hardcore. Contra hardcore. And of course we made it there just in time for him to be killed. But still though, I love the fact that they included a flamethrower trooper. I mean, there are just so many different enemy types in this game. It's amazing. And it's so sad that modern games today don't really have the kind of variety we get in this particular game. I just don't understand what is so hard about, you know, actually having imagination in games, you know? I think that's one of the big problems with gaming. That's why I don't really play that many modern games, because it just lacks anything approaching imagination. Everything's just kind of the same still. And I know I've mentioned that, but like, it's not just games like this. It's like the classic PlayStation 1 era. So much imagination went into those games. I guess we didn't save that guy, sadly. But yeah, it's like I always like to stress imagination needs to be something in games. And that is some bad flame effects. Even I'll admit that. Those are just 2D sprites. But you know, it really is sad that so many games play it so, you know, play it so safe. Now, you know, not every game is like that these days. I think I'm being a bit unfair, but if you just look at how few games actually are original, or it doesn't have to be that original, you know, but it's just so few games that actually go that extra mile. Well, he certainly wasn't paying attention, and he got shot for it. Hey, it's like in real life. I would never want to actually be in real combat, though, because I've certainly studied a lot about it, and, you know, shit. I'm hurrying. Although most tanks in World War II were actually lost to towed anti-tank artillery. I remember this part being really quite nerve-wracking. Yeah. Really? I like how he's like, oh, but the tank is perfectly fine. Because, yeah, they couldn't actually have a destroyed tank model. That would have probably pushed the budget into astronomical range. Okay, what? I know I must have quick saved at some point after that, and I did. But yeah, I find it funny though that they're using that he's right next to a towed anti-tank artillery weapon, and still using the Panzer or tank fist as it was known. Let's see, I would really well this time I didn't see him, so I'm the one getting shot in the back. Yeah. I'm hurting. If you use that coax machine gun, maybe you might not be Really, how many fucking Panzer shots you can a tank? They've used that coax machine gun. I can see it, dude. It's right there. Although I think that would be too weak. That looks like that's probably like a 37mm, which would literally just bounce off. That must have been frightening. Literally, the Pak 37 anti-tank gun, which the Krauts used early in the war, like literally when they finally encountered the T-34 tank, the T-34 rounds would literally bounce off its armor. I just can't imagine because like the T-34 is a really cool tank. It's like, it is literally a steel monster compared to other tanks. Or the KV. The KV is also a bloody monster, but just imagine you're like firing that thing, it's just bouncing off, and it's just steadily rolling forward, shooting at you, blowing up shit. Ugh. Remind me never to go into combat, that's for sure. Although, the Panzerfaust, the reason why it works so well is because it used a type of explosion. Essentially, it would use when it went off, or when it hit something, it would shoot out a jet of molten metal that would just burn through the armor and then, like, kill all within. And it was really the proliferation of, like, infantry anti-tank weapons and things of that nature that really took the tank from, like, the ultimate weapon to just one of many weapons. You see, like, that's kind of the problem with fiction, is they always show if they get that one amazing weapon, they will be able to control everything. But that's not really the case. Combined arms is the only way to really succeed, and I think we're about to reach the level exit, and we have! And so, I am your illustrious General Lotz, wishing you good tanks, and good planes, or whatever makes you happy.